Welcome back to the channel, Bryce and Wes Fishing. Bryce is behind me catching fish, and we're fishing. So quick video drop for you. So we are coming up on 100 subscribers, and so thank all of you very much for that. That was not easy to do. It wasn't easy to do. Kudos to you folks to have over 100,000 subscribers. That is crazy how much work that takes. So anyway, if you notice, most of our videos are catching fish, showing you the fish, releasing the fish, repeat, you know. So we thought maybe we could create some content, maybe just get a little more diverse audience, maybe some DIY stuff that we've done, some stuff that we figured out. So this video, I'm going to show you from start to finish how to actually make a YouTube video. So yes, a video of how to make a video. So I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to show you when I get home exactly what I do with my my GoPro while the memory card's in there, how I get the data off the GoPro to another, another format. I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to show you how to clip it, edit, how to stay organized, how to add music, all that good stuff. So again, we've only been doing this, I'd say probably 7 or 8 months now. So we're learning a lot. So if I look back at the quality of the video when we first started compared to now, it's just so much better. So we're still learning. If you know more than we know, congratulations. If you don't, well, shoot us a subscribe. Maybe you'll learn something. So anyway, so before we can make you a video, we actually got to catch some fish. I think I actually got a fish on. No, I don't. Yeah, I got some grass at the bottom. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. And if you got any questions, just put something in the comments for us and we'll answer the best we can. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. All right, so we are all done for the day, back at the house. So I caught a couple fish for you just so I can show you how to do this. So a lot of folks, whenever they go out in the lake, they with their GoPros, they'll just record, the entire day. The problem with that for me is when I get back, I've got 4 hours of just solid footage, right? And so usually, I don't know, maybe only 30, 45 minutes of that footage is actually catching fish, right? So it takes me forever to transfer that data. That's so much just to get off that 30, 40 minutes. So usually what I do when I'm out there, I'll say, GoPro start recording. It'll start recording. About 15, 20 minutes later, I will say GoPro stop recording. Now, if I don't catch a fish within that 15, 20 minutes, when I get home later, I'll just delete that section. While I'm out there recording, if I do catch a fish, you've seen me do this in my video, I'll look at the camera and say GoPro highlight. When I get home at the end of the day, you can see all of my video, but the ones that have a highlight, those are the ones that I always keep. So it's just really easy to narrow it down that way by putting those highlights. So let me show you how to do it here. So I've got the GoPro on. I'm gonna go, there we go. All right, so this is like the footage video screen. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit this guy here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete everything that does not have a highlight. So if you look through my screen here, you can see the little yellow dot. That means I caught a fish or just something happened during there that I felt was worthy to keep, right? So what I'm gonna do first, hit this little guy up top. Oh, by the way, I have a GoPro Hero 7, by the way. I'll put the description in the, or excuse me, the link in the description for you. Let me just go back. All right. So I'm going to check this box. That's going to select every, or give you the option to select everything that's within here. So once that's there, I'm going to click the other little box now that's there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through here. Because right now, if I hit delete, it's going to delete everything on the camera. I'm going to uncheck anything that has a highlight. Okay. So now I've gone through. And I've removed the check mark from anything that's got a highlight on it. And now I'm going to delete. So this will delete anything I don't want. So there's 32 items here. I'll go ahead and hit delete. There we go. So now I'm only left with things that have a highlight on them. It's not showing the highlight here from this screen. But if I go back, there they are. So everything there's got a highlight. So this is all the footage I want to keep. If you do not do this first, it takes a long time to transfer over all that data, right? I just deleted 2/3 of my fishing day yesterday, right? So this just, and you can see on my clips, they're divided up 3 minutes 56, 2 minutes 22. There's a little bit of longer one there, 11 minutes and 12 seconds, but the shorter they are, the easier it's gonna make your life. All right, here we go. So I've got the everything that I don't want deleted off the card. I'm taking the card out, put it in my little adapter here. Now we're going to put this on the computer. So when I first bought the MacBook, I mean, I bought it specifically for video editing. I didn't realize, but you know, after making 1 or 2 movies, it completely ate up my data. Like I just didn't realize there's just not a lot of storage on these MacBooks. So I ended up buying an external hard drive. I'm not even kidding. 2 or 3 videos, it said your memory is full on this computer. So I ended up buying an external hard drive. Just plugs into the side here. It sits at the back. I believe I've got 3 terabytes, which is a lot. I've made, I want to say probably 20 videos since then, and I still have plenty of memory. And unfortunately, with MacBook, it only has 2 adapters on the side, so you got to buy something to, you know, like in a hub, basically, so you can plug other accessories in. So typically, I've got my external hard drive here. I've got Bryson West Fishing right here. I'll just go ahead and create me a folder somewhere in here. We'll just call this one video. All right, so there's my folder. Go ahead and open it up. And I'm just gonna kind of move this, kind of resize this a little bit. So now I'm ready to drop my footage. Down here, when I plugged in my memory card, there it is. And now they're all there for you, all together. So what I'm gonna do is literally just highlight every one of these. And I'm gonna drag them from this memory card over to my hard drive. Now this is gonna take a minute. This is gonna take probably, well, it'll tell you. It says 14 minutes, 13 minutes, that's not too bad. All right, so we're all good. Got everything off the memory card. Let's move on. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and inject my memory card. So if I can do this one-handed, good to go. Take this out. I just unplugged my hard drive, that's wonderful. So I'm just gonna put my memory card back in the GoPro here, and I apologize about the video quality. I'm trying to do this like one shot, one kill, as we used to say in the Army. Because I wanted y'all to actually see from start to finish how it's done without any kind of editing. So this is just, I know it's very rough. I've already caught myself saying 3 things that don't even make sense. So just bear with me. All right, so got the memory card back in. The next thing I'm going to do is completely delete the memory card. I'd rather do this, I just prefer to do this from the GoPro. So, a couple ways you can do it. You can go back to your view screen, hit your little, your menu screen there. Hit your check all box, check the little box again, and hit delete. Delete files, delete, whoops. There we go, no media. So now if I go fishing tomorrow, grab my GoPro and I'm ready to rock and roll. I am done. Everything I need is right here. Okay, so we're ready for the next step. So I've got all of my footage off of my GoPro and I'm ready to start trimming some of this stuff up. Okay, so before I get started, I'm just gonna kind of organize this, and I'm gonna create a folder here, and I'm just gonna call this video final. So video final, and then I'm actually going to create another one, and I will call it video from larger. Okay, so after I trim my videos, like let's say this one over here, after it's trimmed, I'm going to save it in the video final with a very specific name so it's all in order. We're not quite there yet, but let me show you how I actually edit the footage. So I'm going to start out with the one ending in 708
right here. I'm going to start out with this one. Now, I will go through all of these and edit these, but I just picked just a few just for the sake of the video to kind of keep it shorter. Just a few that are a little bit easier to edit. So this one right here is Bryce and I putting in the kayaks at the water. So I'm going to just start there because, again, I'm just showing kind of a fishing day, right? So a lot of people, you know, just something a little extra to throw in. So what I'm going to do is just right click on this one, go to quick actions and hit trim. Okay, so I've already kind of looked at this and I know that there's a spot on here where I push it off. I ask Bryce if he needs anything out of the car and I say I'm going to go park. So that's kind of what I'm looking for.
All right, park.
There it goes. Go back just a little.
Alright, park. Okay.
Alright, so that's good. And I'll probably cut out just a little bit of the end, just so there's just not so much of a pause. Let me just check it one more time.
Alright, park. Okay.
I think that's good. It might actually show me pushing it off. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll just start there. All right, so I'm good there. I'm going to go ahead and click done. And I'm going to save this as a new clip. All right, so when it asks where, I'm just going to find my folder here that I just created. Bear with me, I got quite a few here. I think it's in West GoPro video. And there it is, video final. All right, that's the folder I just created. Okay, don't let that confuse you. So video final, I'm going to label this one because I want this to be the first clip that I see. I'm going to label this 1A. I'm just going to go ahead and hit save. Now the reason I'm doing this, if I wanted to take 2 or 3 different clips from this, I would call the first one 1A, the next one 1B, the next one 1C. Now when they're in my folder, I can organize by name, and it will basically put it in that order for me. And then the next clip, if it's me catching a fish, I will label that one 2A. And the one after that one 2B. And then if it's a different clip, I will move on to 3A, 3B, and vice versa. So that's why I do it, just to help me stay organized as I'm going through these. So there's the first one. Let me go to the one ending in 709. There it is right here. I think this is me just catching a, it's like a white trout or something like that. White trout? No, not a white trout. Anyway, it's just a very small fish, right? So when we first got there, this is just something I caught.
First catch of the day. Bam. Oh, look, he's pooping.
Oh.
I'd be pooping too, bro. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Very clean, brother. You got something? Look at that.
All right, so there's Bryce catching one at the very end, so I want to include that.
Thanks. Very clean, brother. You got something? Look at that.
Yep, so I just stopped it right there. So I'm not going to do it in this video, but I actually have footage of me going up to him and seeing what he caught. I've got that on this computer, but I'm not going to show that in this video. I'm actually going to make a full video of this, but I'm just for the sake of showing you how to clip. So that's the part I want. I'm going to go ahead and hit done, and I'm going to hit new clip. And just to make it easier, now you saw how long it took me to find that folder last time, video final, but now the computer knows what I'm trying to do, right? So 1A, I'm just going to call this one 2A because it's just something totally different. I'll go ahead and hit save. And I'm good to go on that one. I can just exit it out. All right, the next one, let's just keep moving. I'm going to pick the one ending in 727. That's the one I kind of found earlier just to show you. Where are you at, 727? There it is, 727. All right, right click, trim. And I don't actually remember what I'm trying to show here. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, while I was on the water, I got 100 subscribers, or we got 100 subscribers, and I was just kind of showing the camera. So, just going to show this real quick. just as a filler here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially hit 100 subscribers. 100. Thank you.
And I'll just stop it right there after I say thank you. Just make sure I got it in the right spot. Yep, I do. All right, I'll hit done. Save it as a new clip. Video final, you can see my last one was 2A. This will be 3A. All right, let's keep it moving. I'll exit this one out. Let's move on to the next one where I'm actually catching fish. That one ends in 2716. So I'll find that there. 2716. Where are you? 2716. 2716. There it is. All right. Right click. Edit actions. Now on this one, I'm actually reeling in a fish. So a lot of times with these reels, people don't want to see you sit there for 10 minutes actually reeling in the fish. So I'm just going to kind of cut out the front a little bit. I think I just kind of gauging to see how long it is. Oh, there it is. Let me just go a little bit before it. I think I'm talking a little.
It's either a big bass or some sort of catfish.
Yeah. All right. We'll let this play until I actually get it in the boat, and then I'll stop it. So can you go going?
Come on.
Going.
Oh, it's a big bass.
All right. Got it in the boat. I think I've said something here about... Yeah, I'm laughing being a goofball.
Well, I got you some footage to show you how to make a video.
There we go. So after that, I'll just stop it right there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right. That's a good one. We'll end it there. All right, so I'll stop that one. I'll hit done. Hit new clip. And I will call this one, let's do 4A. 4A. Okay, so that's the catch. The next one is going to be me showing the camera the fish. So I'll trim that one. I'll call that one 4B. So let's let this thing do its thing here. All right. And so the one of me showing the fish ends in 717. That is going to be 717. There it is. All right, so right click, trim. And I'm going to go towards the end because I probably should it at the end, and then hit stop recording or stop recording. There's me talking. I think Bryce pulls up. So right before I turn around, I'm just going to move it to there. Go ahead and hit play, see where we're at.
And usually the last thing I do, you've seen it before, I'll show you the fish. So 18 inches.
18 inches.
I don't know if you can see that, I'm kind of close. He's 18, baby!
All right, I'm talking to Bryce here.
Yeah. Right? Bryce is coming behind me. I'll tell you in a minute.
I don't want to give away my bait there.
So 18 inches. Again, last clip I usually just show a picture of the fish. And then the release. Everybody likes to see the release, right?
So after I release it, I'll just stop it here. There it goes.
Okay, there he goes.
All right, I'll stop it right there. All right, so I will call this one, because the last one I did was actually catching the fish. That's 4A. This is going to be 4B. So that tells me those two go together. They have to go together. All right, we'll wait for this to export, and I'm going to do one more, and that'll be the end of this piece, just the actual editing of the clips. What I'm going to do is just find something just kind of quick to show that the fishing day is over, right? So down here on this one, 752, that's just Bryce and I pulling out of the water after we reload the kayaks. And again, this could be anything, just something a little extra. So I'm just going to go down where we're actually pulling out here. Why did I stop? Oh, somebody's walking in front of me. Maybe I'll cut that just where I'm actually moving a little. There we go. And maybe just, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds of that. Not a lot to see, but you're kind of just telling a story, right? So I'll go to maybe about right there. New clip, meaning that this is totally unrelated. I'll just call this one 5A. 5A. We'll let this export. All right, now I can exit this out. Now check it out. I've been saving these in my video final folder. So if I open this up, check it out. Everything is in order. That's going to make my life a lot easier when I'm actually making the video. You know, if I'm going through the footage and I find something on there that I want to tag on the end of this, I can just clip it and save it as 3B. You see what I mean? So, you know, if there was something after this one, I can call this one 4C. So I'm all about efficiency. When I first started this, it used to take me 4 or 5 hours to make a video, but by doing it this way, I can make a video, just a basic video with not a lot of editing, and probably an hour and a half, something like that. So anyway, so now I've got I've got everything clipped up. Now I'm ready to put it into iMovie. So let's just assume that I've edited all of those clips and they're all here. So the next piece, I'll show you how to put them in iMovie, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's move on to the next step. So now we've got our footage clipped and organized. The next step is fairly easy. You've already done the hard part. Okay, so I'm going to use iMovie. When I first started doing this, there was 2 or 3 software editing programs that I used, and there was just different issues with each one. The amount of money that it cost, copyright issues. There was just, but anyway, I decided to just go with iMovie. It's free. It comes with any kind of, I mean, if you got an Apple iPhone, it's on your phone. And then it's got sound effects and different things that you can use within the program that you don't have to worry about copyright issues or anything like that. So I've got iMovie open, and you can see these are my past projects here. So what I'm going to do, again, this is very easy. You've already done the hard work. Just click on Create New Movie. And it'll ask, would you like to do a movie or a trailer? Trailer's a little bit different. I've rarely used this feature if I'm just creating something just, you know, less than 30 seconds maybe, but I almost always select the one that says movie. So I'll go ahead and select that. Okay. Now, I'm at my iMovie dashboard. Again, this is very easy. You can do this 2 ways. You can click on Import Media, and you can find your folder and upload it that way. Or what I found is easiest, my final video right here. Folks, all you have to do is highlight these and drag them in and drop them, right? So I've highlighted all of my clips. I'm just going to click and drop it down here. That is it. That is literally it. Okay, so from here, I'll show you just a few things real quick. So if I put my cursor right here, call this the playhead. I just want to show you kind of what the transition looks like without anything in the middle of the transition. So if I just put my playhead right here and hit play, you'll see how it's a quick transition, right? So whenever I'm doing my movies, I always like to have some kind of filler in here. So I can go up here and click on transitions. And the one that's my favorite is this cross dissolve right here. It makes the current video playing blend into the next one that's coming. So it's just a very smooth transition. It looks very professional. Some of these other ones, they just look kind of, I don't know, like 80s kind of style. Some of them are just kind of, I don't know. I like this one. It just seems more professional. So what I'm going to do is just click on this and drag it right there in the middle. And again, that's up here at transitions, cross dissolve. Again, just click on it, drag it in. Click on it, drag it in. Let me just do that for all of these real quick. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put one at the end and the beginning so the movie actually fades in. So now let me show you what it looks like with the transition in there. So I put my playhead here. I'm just going to hit play. Now the iMovie is apparently still processing this because I just dropped it in, so that wasn't very smooth. Maybe try another one here. That was a little better, but again, iMovie is still processing this footage that I dropped in, so that's why it's difficult to see the actual transition, but you just gotta take my word for it. So yeah, so that's how you put the footage in. The next piece, I'll show you how to drop in like an intro clip and then an end clip, and that is basically it. I think I will save the end of the video and show you a few other tricks, how to put like titles in, how to drop music in. But after you put your intro and your end clip, you're basically done. So let me show you that. Okay, so let's move on to the next step, and that's adding the intro and end clip. So with the intro and end clip, I have gone into iMovie and created a separate project just for my intro and a separate project just for the end clip. And I've also created my own music. I used to, as far as the music goes, I paid this company when I first started this $14.99 a month for their music, and it was claimed that you could use this music. There's no copyright issues. The first two videos I posted with their music, it got flagged for copyright issues. I went backwards and forth. They had the flags removed, but I told myself I'm just not doing that again, just in case. So I created my own music. You can use GarageBand to do that. I have kind of a music background. I play the guitar, a few different instruments. It was a little easier for me. But I'm sure there's other programs out there that y'all can use to just find your preloaded music. But anyway, again, I created a new project and created my intro clip and saved it to my computer. I did the same thing with the end clip. So whenever I finish doing this stuff down here, I can basically just drop it in. So let me show you. I'm going to go back here to my main folder on my external hard drive. And I'm looking for one. I think I have a folder labeled intro and end clip somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Intro and end clip. All right. So here is Bryson I's intro clip. Again, I created this in a separate project in iMovie, and I just saved it to the computer. So once I'm done doing all this stuff, I can just drag this to the very front, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I just left click and drag. Now it's at the very front. I will do the exact same thing with the end clip. Here's my end clip. Let me actually just kind of get this ready down here and drag it in. Okay. All right, here's my updated end. I'm just going to click that and drag it in. Okay. So that is basically the intro and the end clip. Again, the hardest part about that is just creating it in a separate project. Really, that the intro and the end clip, that's just a little more tricky. Try to keep it, less than 30 seconds. You've all clicked on a YouTube video before, and it starts with the intro. The very first thing you do is fast forward or hit the, the 15-second skip mark. So anyway, but once you create those, all you have to do is just drop one at the end and one at the beginning. Now let me show you how to add the music. I believe with the intro clips that we have, they have built-in music. So you can see here. But I've learned if you create an intro clip with music, the music doesn't always start and stop where you want it. And sometimes I like the music to actually kind of fade into the clip right here, right? So what I'm going to do is just highlight this intro, and I'm going to go up here to my sound option, and I am going to mute this. Actually, I think I could do it. Yeah, I'll just mute it. There you go. So now it'll play, but there's no music, right? Let me see if I can do the same thing with my end clip. Is there music on my end clip? Nope, no music on the end clip. All right, I got smart. So I've muted the music on my intro. So what I'm going to do is drop my music in for the intro. So I'll just go back to my intro and end clip. And here is my intro song right here. I made this on GarageBand, and again, I just saved it. So I'm just going to drop that in. So I'm just going to left click and drag it to where I want it. Right there. And I'm just going to put a playhead right here just to see kind of how it's doing.
Okay.
Just over here. That's perfect. That's actually perfect. If you wanted to fade your music out, like if you heard me talking in this clip and you wanted to fade it out so you can kind of hear the voice, what you can do is highlight this music clip, and you'll see this little bitty circle right here. If you want to click that and drag it, it'll fade the music out for you. But I think I kind of liked it where it is. Maybe I'll fade it just a little. And then for the end, we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to, right here where we're pulling out the water, that's where I'm going to start my music. So I'm just going to click it and put it right there. Now you'll see, so let me just see what this looks like first. There you go. All right, so that looks pretty good. But if you'll notice, the video stops here. Let me go ahead and put a transition at the end before I forget. So I've got my little transition there. So you notice the video stops right here, but it's got seconds long playing of the music. I'm sorry, I know that's pretty loud. What I want to do is make that music stop when the actual video stops, right? So I'm just going to highlight my music, and I'm just going to drag it till my transition stops, which is right there. Okay? Now I want to fade the music out. I don't want it to be a hard stop, so I'm just going to highlight the song. It'll let me highlight. There we go. And then click on my little circle and pull this way, and that'll fade out your music. So this is what it looks like now. And that is basically it. There's a lot of other things you can do. You can add titles up here. You can add like I don't know. Let me just show you this real quick. So if we're fishing Lake Norman, I can just go, maybe if I just want my audience, let me just make this bigger so y'all can see. I don't need any other external stuff now. So let's just say I want my audience to know I'm fishing at Lake Norman. I can clip like right here and then go up here to, I think it is titles. Yeah, titles. And there's a few different ones that you can choose from. I try to use the same ones over and over just for consistency. But this one right here, anytime I'm describing like a lake, you know, this is the one I like to use. So I'm just going to left click on it and just drop it right. Let's just do right there. Okay, and now I can name it. So I can just do Lake Norman. And then maybe, usually I'll put a date right here. I don't remember the date. I'll just do today's date. What is today's date? Today is the June 28th. So 6/28, 6.28.22. So this is what that'll look like now. Lake Norman, 6/28/22.
Okay.
Now you can see that transition.
First catch of the day.
Right?
Bam.
And there's a lot of other stuff that you can do with this program. I wanted to keep the video short. I believe we're going to be right at like 30 minutes probably, maybe a little less. But anyway, that's basically the gist of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this together and just save it to my computer. So let me show you how to do that first. And then after that, I'll just go ahead and play the video so you can see what it looks like. All right, so let's move on to the last step. So what I'll show you again is how to actually save this as a complete file or just a file, and then from there you can upload it to wherever you want, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you want. So let me show you. So I'm all done with the clip up here. You'll notice it says example video show. I've got several on my dashboard. It's important to remember which one I'm trying to save here. So I'm just going to go back over here to projects, and that'll take me to my iMovie home screen. Okay, so once I'm there, I think this is the one. Example video show, DIY video. It's this one. Okay. 2 minutes 43. Yep, that's the one. All right, so this is the one we've been working on. This is the one that I'm working on actually showing you, so I'm getting a little confused. But anyway, this is what we just put together. So while I'm at the iMovie home screen, I'm just going to click on the three little dots there. Actually, I told you wrong. I'm just going to highlight it. So you'll see that it's highlighted. Now you can go up top and hit this little share option. So once you click on this, it's going to ask, what do you want to do, right? So I'm just going to click on export file. Okay, there's a few different options here. This video is about example video, great. Tags, iMovie, that's fine. Format, video and audio, I would leave that there. Now here's another one. It's asking for your resolution, 1080p 60, okay? I would highly recommend just using this. You can use the 4K, but I'm telling you, if you're trying to upload this somewhere, if it's a 30-minute video, you're looking at like a 2-day processing upload time, okay? So like my fishing club, we have like a YouTube kind of page where we all take our clips and upload them. We can't do 4K. It's just so much data. So 1080p works just fine. If it is a smaller video, maybe less than 10 minutes, maybe consider doing your 4K. But I'm telling you, if you do it, it's just going to take forever. So 1080p, that should be fine. Down here it says quality, best pro resolution. A lot of times it'll go like on high. I always do my pro resolution. If you have the option, I would recommend that. And then lastly, it says, would you like to compress faster? I am not in a hurry. So I'm just going to change this to better quality. So better quality, best pro resolution, 1080p, video and audio, and then iMovie. I'll go ahead and select next. Now it's going to ask me where you want to save it. For now, I'm just going to save mine on my desktop. I always like to put it on the desktop first, make sure this is what I want, and then I'll save it over to my external drive. That's just me being OCD. But I'm just going to go ahead and save it to my desktop for now. It says external video show, and I will go ahead and hit save. I don't know how long this will take to do it, but if you're looking at your iMovie dashboard, if there's something that's processing, it always gives you the status over here on the upper right. Earlier when I was trying to show you that transition, I was telling you, hey, it's not, it's not showing you yet because it's still processing. I didn't even notice, but my little processing bar was still going. Okay, so anyway, let this load. And you can see over here on your dashboard, that's where it's going to be, or excuse me, on your desktop, that's where it will save. So go ahead and do that, let it run, and then after that, you are done. So this file will be saved on your desktop. Now again, you can upload that directly to YouTube. You can just drag it over there. If you've got an iPhone, you can airdrop it to your phone and make your video post on Facebook or whatever kind of social media platform you want. But that's basically how I do it. And again, I know that was just kind of a short clip. But that's how I do it. So what I'll do, I will go ahead and show you what it looks like start to finish, and the end clip that we just did together will be the end clip for the actual video. So again, I hope that helps some of you. We've been making a lot of videos of just catching fish. I thought maybe we could show you something on the DIY side to show you kind of what we do behind the scenes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I tried to keep it short, but I am known to be a talker. I teach for a living. So anyway, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay.
First catch of the day. Bam! Oh, look, he's pooping. I'd be pooping too, bro. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Very clean, bro. You got something too? Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially hit 100 subscribers. 100. Thank you. It's either a big bass or some sort of catfish. Oh, what happened? Did you come off? Oh, don't come off. Please don't come off. Oh. Oh, it's a big bass. Well, I got you some footage to show you how to make a video. Man, that's a good one. And usually the last thing I do, you've seen it before, I'll show you the fish. So 18 inches. I don't know if you can see that, I'm kind of close. He's 18, baby. 18? Yeah. Right? Right, just come behind me. I'll tell you in a minute. So 18 inches. Again, last clip I usually just show a picture of the fish and then the release. Everybody likes to see the release, right? Oh, go, bro. Okay, there he goes.